Tonight on Tom's Over Schools Today, we will take a look at your upcoming weather.
And as always, we have a look at some of the events from around the school district. Tom's Over Schools Today starts in 2 minutes.
That's the way we get by, the way we get by. All that's the way we get by, the way we get by. That's the way we get by, the way we get by, the way. That's the way we get by. That's the way we get by. We found a new kind of dance in a magazine. Try it out, it's like nothing you ever seen. Your sweet talk like a cup, you know.
Hello and welcome to Tom's Over Schools Today for Wednesday, September the 12th. I'm Alexia of GenU.
And I'm Nikki Garau. Later on tonight, we will check out your weather.
But first up tonight, we take a look at our elementary schools and our elementary happenings segment.
Starting off our elementary happenings, at Beechwood Elementary, back to school night will be Thursday the 13th, starting at 5:30. Moving to Eastover, their back to school night will be the 17th, starting at 6:30.
Switching to Walnut Street, grades K through 2nd will have back to school night on Tuesday the 25th, starting at 6 p.m. And for grades 3 through 5, your back to school night will be Wednesday the 26th, starting at 6. Is that supposed to be me?
Let's take a look at today's random fact of the day.
Hi, I'm Michaela Baker with TV21's Random Fact of the Day. Did you know the original prototype for the Star Trek Enterprise spaceship was stolen from creator Gene Roddenberry's Unlocked van?
It's time to take a trip around the world in our 60-second road trip. Can you guess where we are today?
face above the water. My feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I can see the sands on the horizon every time you are not around. I'm slowly drifting away.
It's now time for us to take a look at the dictionary.com's word of the day. Today's word is bibelot, meaning a small household ornament or decorative object. Johnny and his mother decided to use the bibelot to enhance the kitchen table.
Now we are going to take a short break, but coming up we will look at our intermediate happenings.
And we'll also take a look at your weather, so stick around, we'll be right back.
When I get to the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide, where I stop and I turn and I go for a ride, till I get to the bottom and I see you again. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you want me to love you? I'm coming down fast, but I'm miles above you. Tell me, come on, tell me the answer. Well, you may be a lover, but you ain't no dancer. Look out, helter skeleton, helter skeleton, helter skeleton. Will you want me to make you? I'm coming down fast, but don't let me break you.
Starting off intermediate happenings, the Intermediate South Back to School Night will be on the 26th for 6th graders and the 27th for 7th and 8th graders, both nights starting at 6 p.m. Moving to Intermediate North, Back to School nights are as follows: the 17th at 6 p.m. for all 6th grade and the evening of the 18th for all 7th grade, both starting at 6 p.m.
And finally, at Intermediate East, the first of two back-to-school nights will be on the 25th for 6th grades, and the second will be on the 26th for all 7th and 8th graders. Both nights start at 6 p.m.
It is now time for our environmental tip of the day. Each day we will bring a tip that will help save the environment. Let's take a look at today's tip. Oh my God.
Brew Certified Coffee, a USDA certified organic label, means it was grown using sustainable standards.
Every day on the show, we will be bringing you a tip of the day. So stay tuned tomorrow as we will give you another way to save the environment.
It is now time for another break. Coming up later on the show, we will take a look at your high school happenings.
Tom's River Schools Today will be right back.
Circling your head, contemplating everything you ever said. Now I see the truth, I got it down. A different motive in your eyes, and now I'm out. See you later. I see your fantasy. You wanna make it a reality, bathing gold. See inside.
Every year, mothers lose their babies to gun crimes. You'll always be your mother's baby. So before you commit a gun crime, think about who you'll leave behind. Gun crimes hit home.
Starting off our high school happenings, attention students and staff. The school store is now open to serve you. We are stocked with all your Raider apparel needs, including Champion and Under Armour brands. The school store is open every day after school from 1:40 to 2 p.m. We also have Yoo-Hoo, Snapple, and water for $1, as well as many delicious snacks to get you energized for your after-school practices. Stop in soon. It's time to get Raiderized.
Attention all sailors. Join the Toms River East Sailing Club. Sailing is open to anyone, no experience necessary, but you need to be able to swim. We practice at the Toms River Yacht on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 3 to 6 p.m. If interested, please sign up in the main office.
For all those interested in going on the first History Club trip of the year to the United States Naval Academy in downtown Annapolis, see Mr. Cohen in room E5B for a permission slip. The trip will be held on Sunday, October 28th, and will be available to the first 100 students who hand in their money and permission slip. The cost of the trip is $50.
Staying at High School East, do you like to run? We'll come out for the Color Run-a-thon. Please register before the 13th, and the event will take place on the 23rd, starting at 8:30. Register at shop.schoolathon.org.
Switching to High School South, students who want to become members of the Spanish Honors Society can start picking up applications today in room D31. The newspaper club will begin to meet this Thursday, September 13th in room A2. Now let's take a look at what grinds our gears.
Hi, I'm Emily, and what really grinds my gears is when people drive slow.
It is now time for us to take a short break. After the break, we will take a look at your 3-day forecast.
Toms River Schools Today will be right back.
Crowded hallways are the loneliest places for outcasts and rebels, or anyone who just dares to be different. And you've been trying for so long to find out where your place is, but in their narrow minds
There's no room for anyone who dares to do something different. Oh, but listen for a minute. Trust the one who's been where you are, wishing all it was sticks and stones. Those words cut deep, but they don't mean you're all alone, and you're not invisible.
Sing a song for the broken hearted. In the crowd, you're gonna hear my voice when I shout it out loud.
Let's now take a look at our 3-day forecast. Coming tomorrow, there's a chance of thunderstorms with a high of 77 and a low of 70. For Friday, the clouds stick around with a high of 75 and a low of 68. And finally for Saturday, the sun returns with a high of 75 and a low of 65.
All eyes are on Hurricane Florence as it heads towards the Carolinas. Unfortunately, the Carolinas have been in a dangerous situation before. Before CNN's Gary Tuckman has more.
29 years ago this month, the last Category 4 hurricane to hit the Carolinas. Hurricane Hugo striking just north of Charleston with 140-mile-per-hour sustained winds. Hugo had already created calamity in the Caribbean, and it continued in South Carolina. More than 20 people were killed in the Palmetto State. The hurricane, which continued on into North Carolina as a Category 2 storm, caused billions of dollars of damage in the Carolinas, where people were stunned by what they saw.
Very, very rough. It was a little rocky. See, the dogs were petrified.
When was this house built?
1790.
2 other Category 4 hurricanes have hit the Carolinas in recorded weather history. Hurricane Hazel struck the North and South Carolina border area 64 years ago in 1954. More than 400 people were killed in Haiti before it hit the U.S. coast. At least 19 people were killed in the Carolinas. 5 years later, another Category 4 hurricane, Gracie, hit southern South Carolina. That storm killed at least 10 people in South Carolina and in Georgia. The last major hurricane of any type to hit the Carolinas was in 1996, Category 3 Fran. The winds, which peaked at 120 miles per hour, made landfall near Cape Fear, North Carolina. 22 people were killed in the U.S., 13 of them in North Carolina. Damage in the Carolinas was estimated to be in the billions of dollars. It's very rare for major hurricanes to hit the Carolinas. And these words uttered almost 30 years ago during Hugo remain accurate today.
It's just a terrible thing. The storm was extremely severe, Category 4, biggest hurricane the city's had in a century, maybe in its history.
But now, here comes Florence. Gary Tuckman, CNN, New York.
Remember, if you have a story you would like us to cover,
or if you have an announcement about an upcoming event, please send it interschool mail to the TV studio at High School East, or you can email us at tv21@tomsriverschools.com.
Also, be sure to tune into TV21 throughout the day to catch this show as we bring you stories from around the district. Also, please take a look at our website, trschools.com/TV21.
Well, that wraps up tonight's show. For Tom's River Schools Today, I'm Nikki Garrell.
And I'm Alexia Evgeniu. Have a great night.